Welcome to Transmissions, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers. On this episode, Newage Toys gives us a tiny Sideswipe, DNA Design has a Star Convoy upgrade kit, and Yolopark and Blokees have dueling Tarn model kits. Today is Wednesday, December 17th, 2025, and this is episode 673 of Transmissions.
Welcome to Transmissions, the podcast that knows that most people don't listen to us, but most people suck. I'm your host, Charles, aka Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent Transmissions team. Jeremy, aka Yakko.
Can you say that again? I didn't hear you. How you doing?
And Daryl, the Cybertronian Beast.
Hi, everybody. Let's talk Transformers.
All right. We are starting off on a sad note today. We just learned that another voice actor has passed away. This was Jim Ward, who did work on the Transformers Fall of Cybertron game. So he was actually Perceptor in the Fall of Cybertron game and the Rise of the Dark Spark game. Those were produced about 10 years ago. So he was actually better known, I think, for his work on Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. He was a voice on the Fairly Odd Parents, on Ben 10, also on Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes, which is a cartoon I believe was in the early 2000s. But he's been a very prolific voice actor, also in video games, Metal Gear, and Ratchet and Clank. So probably he knows David Kaye, I would guess, if he worked on the Ratchet and Clank series. So he was only 66. So this was he had a battle with Alzheimer's. So yeah.
Wow.
So condolences to his friends and family. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get on with the show and talk about some fun stuff. We're here to talk about toys. We've got some quick hits.
All right. We're going to start off talking about a new tiny figure from Newage Toys. This is H71 Dick. It's a legend scale Sideswipe. All we have right now are some renders, but he's going to include 3 pairs of hands, a gun, shoulder missile launcher pile drivers, and a jetpack that also fits their Optimus Prime because you've got to do that. I think this looks pretty good. It's it's Sideswipe, but I mean the vehicle mode is spot on for 1980s Lamborghini. Being a smaller figure, you do see there are things with the transformation that you just can't hide. But the robot mode looks good. Vehicle mode looks good. Nice bit of accessories. So if you're collecting the Newage small figures, check this out. This looks like it's legend scale, so it's not as small as the Dr. Wu figures, but it still looks really nice and really posable.
I didn't really take you for one who liked Little Dick, but it's...
I mean, they could have called it Donald, too. Little Dick. See what I did there?
No. Charles, you're a fan of Little Dick. Tiny dicks.
I like all size dicks.
There's something to be clipped.
I love this.
Prefer them to be articulated.
Mm-hmm. All right, I guess I'm going next. Kang Toys I always get the Kang toys. Give me some dick. Kang toys is showing
I'll
off.
keep that in mind for the next show, Daryl.
Please do. I would. Yeah. Kang Toys gave us a prototype image of their TA-Hilo. It's their brake horn. This is their generation scale slug. So this is prototype images of that. We've seen this figure in Masterpiece scale. We've seen it in Legend scale. But like we've talked about before, we're now seeing Kang Toys produce this figure in generation scale. So they're doing their Volcanicus combiner in generation scale. They've done it in Masterpiece. They're doing it they've done it in Legend scale. They're doing it in generation scale now because don't have any other ideas, and they've got they've got Predaking and they've got Volcanicus, and they're like, okay, well, let's just do them in all the size classes. So until they come up with another idea, they're just going to rebuild all these same figures in all the different size classes. This figure looks good. It's an interesting look style for Slug. But obviously we've talked about Kang Toys a lot. They are extremely stylized. If you're into them, you already know about this. If you're not, then this really isn't for you. But yeah, it's an interesting take on Slug or Slag, and yeah, if you wanted it in generation scale, if Masterpiece was too big and Legends was too small, then this one is just right.
All right, and then we have next up is from DNA Design. They have an upgrade kit for the Star Optimus Prime or Star Convoy. This is the DK76. It's going to be out in March, and pre-order deadline is January 5th. This is a full upgrade kit for it, and it has a giant weapon that's 34 centimeters in length, a pair of hands, a light-up eyepiece, electroplated chest armor and head antennas, new shoulder cannon, and some gap-filling parts. So this is pretty impressive looking. Let me get to some of the other pictures here. So I think this looks really, really good. You have the Star Convoy figure that just came out. It's probably a worthy upgrade set for it.
Okay, and I've got the next item here. Blokees is showing off official images of their Action Edition 05 comic version Tarn figure. This figure is, like I said, Blokees. So it's non-transforming, and you're going to build it. So it's one of those things that's easy to build. One of those easy to build model kits that's already painted. It's already colored. You don't have to do any painting. It's going to come in at 18 centimeters tall, which where the hell is my thing? I cleaned up my desk and I moved my tape measure. 18 centimeters tall, and that is about 7 inches tall. So yeah, it's that's their scale for this Action Edition line, and it's going to feature light up eyes, and yeah, it looks pretty cool. Tarn has been a very popular character for a long time now, since it's his debut in More Than Meets the Eye, and yeah, he looks pretty badass here. You're going to see that this figure does also come with a I don't know whether it's a removable or changeable head, but the mask is you can put the mask. Looks like the mask is removable. So yeah, you got the Charles, you have to tell me here, is this the proper face for behind the mask of Tarn?
I believe it is. I think from we had maybe like 1 or 2 panels in the comic that showed his face, and I believe this was it. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Comic edition. So there you go. It looks pretty awesome. So yeah, not many figures out there have a removable mask. So this might be something for the Tarn fan out there to pick up.
Well, hold on there, Daryl, because Yolopark has another Tarn figure for you. This is also a model kit. This is their AMK Pro IDW Tarn. And their Tarn is 21 centimeters tall, so that's 8.27 inches, so just a little bit taller. Has die-cast parts, and comes with a Nickel figure. So Nickel, the little Decepticon Justice Division medic. So they have her packaged with this Tarn. The price for this is $60 US. I don't know if we had a price for the Blokees figure, but I imagine it's probably cheaper than this one. But this one does give you a few more things. It also has a LED light up eyes. It has a removable mask. So it's a very comparable to, or even better than what the Blokees figure has. So interesting that they're putting these out right at the same time, right against each other. So if you're a Tarn fan, you're spoiled for choice here. So you might want to take a look at this one, especially with those die cast parts and with the additional Nickel figure. So
I don't think we've gotten a Nickel before, have we?
Mastermind Creations
Nickel,
made
no.
one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just a third party, but not an official one.
Yeah, I like how Nichols, she has her like wrenches and stuff, and it looks like they just kind of hang off of little hooks.
Yeah. Yeah, her design is really cool. It's really interesting, and I wonder if they'll ever do it like the Mastermind Creations transforms. I wonder if they'll ever do an official transforming version of her for the Hasbro main line, but
probably not.
Yeah.
It would have to
never
be
say never.
It would have to be in one of those like Studio Series comic like IDW editions that they've been doing.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is a cool release. I mean, this is I haven't bought any Yolopark figures, but this is tempting for me.
I have that one Yolopark that I need to put together, so maybe I'll do that over the break.
Well, neither one of you have the Mastermind Creations one, right?
No.
Mm-hmm. That's a really good Tarn, and yeah. So for a Tarn to just be, to have for your collection would be this one looks really good. It's definitely going to be more expensive than the Blokees one, but you're going to get more value out of this one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, $60 I think is reasonable for two figures with die-cast parts and everything.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, that's all the quick hits we've got and all the toys we've got to talk about for this week. It's a bit of a light week. We're going into the Christmas holidays coming up, so I think the news is going to be slowing down, but we're still here to talk Transformers. So let's move on and talk about some trips to the store.
The Transmissions podcast will return after these messages.
And Trips to the Store is powered by our merch store. You can go to merch.transmissionspodcast.com and get all our cool Transmissions merchandise. You see, I've got my bad guy shirt on. I'm not a bad guy, but I'm wearing a bad guy shirt. So, check it out. You can buy that right at our merch store, merch.transmissionspodcast.com. That's powered by Dashery, and that's powered by TeePublic.
Yeah. You're so bad, you're good, Charles.
Clearly I am. Clearly. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about the stuff we got this week. Jeremy, I think you said you didn't have anything this week, so we're gonna
found my Transformers mug for one of them. So
okay.
I have that. That's it. It's full of hot chocolate.
Put yourself in the big window here so everyone can see.
I think Yoshi got me this like years ago.
Cool.
So
It's got that Don Figueroa art.
yeah, and not a bot logo on the inside. So
Nice.
that's all I got.
All right, Daryl, you're up next.
I have a mug as well. Jeremy got it for one for all of us. It's sitting right up there. Right there. Right up there in the package that he sent it to me in, with the hot chocolate and the cookie that's in there. So I never opened it.
Everything needs to be collected on a shelf like that.
Gerald,
Like,
never eat that cookie. Do not eat that cookie.
No promises. Okay, so I don't have a lot. I was working in Florida last week, and I came home and picked up my copy of Transformers 27. And I haven't listened to last week's show. I haven't read this issue yet. So, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say I like this issue. And the one that we are going to read this week is going to be shit. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all I got for this week is a comic. Not a lot of Transformering last week.
Enough. Okay, we come to me. I also have comics. Got Daryl's favorite, G.I. Joe. So we've got G.I. Joe Dreadnought War Part 2 of 5. This is G.I. Joe number 14. Then Dreadnought War Part 3 of 5 and G.I. Joe number 15. And then we will be reviewing G.I. Joe number 16 this week in Transmissions Alt Mode. I also got a Transformers comic, so I got Transformers number 27. And we reviewed that last week. Enjoyed that. So, if you have any comments on that, send us some feedback to talk about that. So that's all the comics I got. I finally got to the comic book store. Had a bunch in my pull list I picked up. I also started putting together some of my Blokees. So this is my Dinobot mode slag, and it is slag. It is not slug, according to the little card there. Let me see if I can get it to focus, but it is slag, as you can see there, which surprised me. I didn't think I didn't think you could still be slag in 2025, but apparently you can. But I like it. It was a cool, cute little figure to put together. The body is actually still the robot mode slag with just dinosaur parts put over it. And then the head is actually the back of slag in robot mode, just assembled as the dinosaur head. So they do a lot of efficient reuse of parts for the Dinobot mode.
Mm-hmm.
So it's cute. And the legs are, articulated and movable and all that good stuff. And he's got even blue eyes and everything. And the mouth opens and closes. So he can pretend he's shooting fire. So that's all I got. Put together one of my Blokees. And I guess that'll do it for trips to the store.
We now return to the Transmissions podcast.
All right, let's move on with some convention news.
All right. The only thing we have in convention news is TF Nation has announced that they are no longer doing the TF Nation Minicon in Manchester. It was supposed to be a smaller kind of, I think, single day event. And apparently it has grown enough to where they are now going to be expanding it out, and it is now going to be TF Nation Manchester. So go check out the TF Nation site for more information. But it looks like it's going to be at the same venue it's been at, and they are just going to be now having 2 more full featured conventions. This is going to be March 28th, 2026. It is going to be a still a smaller event, looks like, but they're going to pack a lot more into it than previously. So that's really cool. Nice to know TF Nation is growing.
Well done to them.
Yeah.
Who do they think they are? TFCon? They can't have 3 conventions in 1 year. This is crazy. Next we'll have TF Nation Scotland, TF Nation Ireland. It'll be this traveling show.
I mean, they could go all over the Commonwealth. They can do one in Canada somewhere. No, dude. TF Nation, find somewhere in Quebec, because I don't think TFCon will go into Quebec.
Quebec wouldn't want TF Nation. They don't want unless you're speaking
fun.
French. They don't want them.
They'd force TF Nation to put everything in French, and then it would.
Yeah,
no one could go.
It'd be hilarious to see them translate it, but we should start campaigning them to come to North America.
Yeah,
bring TF Nation to us. We can't go to you. Bring your convention to us.
Makes a lot more financial sense.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm happy for them. That's huge.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all the convention news. Let's finish up the show with some feedback. All right, we got quite a few YouTube comments this week, so let's go through them. These are all from episode 672, last week's episode. So we talked a lot about the Robeson sound wave, and we've got some comments about that. Daryl, I assume even though you were away, you heard about Robeson sound wave and got to see some video of it.
What's this thing now? This is a tape deck. Are they bringing tape decks back?
As a Bluetooth speaker.
It's a Bluetooth speaker. Yeah.
Oh, I got one of those.
Does it move and transform into a robot all on its own?
No, but I can move it when I pick it up and move it. I don't know. I've seen some videos of it. I've seen a couple people with all of the Robeson stuff on the ground and them sitting there, yelling at every single one of them in a row to transform. And I'm like, I don't know. They're cool in and of themselves. I want them to interact. None of them interact with each other. So, they just kind of swing at each other. I don't know. I haven't seen that.
You want them to actually punch each other and physically react to each other
and act out the whole scene from the cartoon.
That's right. Yes, I do. They're robots. Do robot things.
They're very fragile robots. I imagine that they're not there. It would be difficult to get them to really They do what wrestlers do, where they punch and they punch the air, and then the other guy knocks back and pretends he got hit,
The comic books now have Optimus Prime suplexing Soundwave. I want to see Optimus Prime suplex Soundwave.
All right. So
why am I paying $2,000?
Are you paying? Are you buying this, or is your rich friend buying these?
The money is not leaving my general area and going to their general area unless Optimus suplexes Soundwave. But
Right.
they look cool. I mean, the Soundwave looks neat. I mean, I've seen some complaints, and I would echo them that the Soundwave, they really kind of dropped the ball on the whole, like the back kibble of him. His arms transform, and you just kind of like his hands just kind of sit there. So I'm not really, they could have disappeared in there, I guess. I don't know if the servos that they have in there can't compact the hands enough to make them disappear, but you could have put another like cover there that you could have, when you folded the hands in, they could have disappeared at that point. So I don't know. It seems like a one small detail in a figure that's quite expensive that you want it to kind of be, you want it to look perfect. And at that, from the back, you can definitely tell that it's a robot, right?
Yeah. I made a comment last week about the guns that, in the original figure turn into batteries, but they're also just sitting out there on the back.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's a couple of parts that just seem like meh. They just kind of made it look good from the front, which it looks amazing from the front, but from the back, you're like, well, there's all the shit, there's all the Soundwave pieces. So anyway, it's fine. I don't know, but whatever. What do we got as far as feedback? What are other people saying about it?
All right. Well, Blind Neighborhood Nerd says, I was lucky enough to get the Roboson Soundwave. It's awesome. I mean, I imagine they pre-ordered it and haven't actually received it. If they've already received it, they've got some super secret back channels, because I don't think anyone has actually received their Soundwave yet, even if they pre-ordered.
Maybe they're an influencer of some kind.
Yeah, maybe the real name is like Blind Neighborhood Nerd Roboson.
We've got Young Kim 010 says, I hear Shia LaBeouf was there at Steel City Con too. We talked about I went to Steel City Con last week and got my picture with Frank Welker and Peter Cullen. Yes, Shia LaBeouf was also at Steel City Con. I did not get my picture taken with Shia LaBeouf.
I saw a picture someone posted of Shia going and talking with Peter Cullen.
Yes,
so it was really cool.
Yep. So I imagine that was it was nice that they were able to talk briefly, but I did not. I only went to get Peter Cullen and Frank Welker's picture, and then I sat in on their panel. I didn't really do much else at Steel City Con. So
when is the Peter Cullen Frank Welker interview, Charles? When's that interview happening?
I wish I had the juice to make that happen, Daryl. I mean, I know I can't be as smooth as you to get like people like Jim Shooter and Diedrich Bader and all these other people.
Have you tried going up to their agents and saying, do you know who I am?
I did not try that. I'll have to try that next time. And hopefully I don't get thrown out on my ass. But unfortunately I did not get a chance to interview them. They were very busy this weekend. So sorry, Daryl. I know I let you down.
You did. Put you back in for training again. But that's fine. Try again next time.
We have a couple comments from Stuart 118 Tyler. He says, when we talked about the potential upcoming Hot Wheels the next wave of Hot Wheels Transformers collaborations, he says, I was kind of hoping that the El Segundo would be the red pickup truck from Sanford and Son. I mean, we don't know yet, so that it could be. We don't know. So we'll just have to wait and see for when it actually gets officially announced. That would be interesting. Stuart, I imagine we're people, us and older, are probably the only ones who really remember Sanford and Son. So I don't think the kids today have much affection for Sanford and Son. Stuart also says bringing out the Dreamwave book. So this was for you, Jeremy, for what you showed off in Trips to the Store. Bringing out the Dreamwave books really took me back. They are some of the best looking Transformers books ever produced overall. I know Pat Lee was an acquired taste, to say the least, but Andrew Wildman, Joe Ng, Guido Guidi, Dan Kana, Marcelo Mater, the list goes on. To this day, I'll die on a hill for Transformers War Within being the best art in a Transformers book. The designs Don Figueroa came up with are, to this day, beautiful. The War Within, Grimlock, and Optimus Prime are absolutely my favorites. I know the first Drift series was IDW, but I got to shout out Alex Milne's work on that book. That man is amazing. Thanks for the trip down memory lane, guys. We are big fans of Alex Milne's work as well, so and all those artists that you mentioned. So yeah, except for Pat Lee.
Yeah, the Dreamwave books were the best looking books produced to that date. I would argue that there have been better looking books since then, but in 2004-ish, around that time, I would agree that we hadn't seen anything to that level at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember walking into the comic book store and seeing Transformer books and being like, holy shit. Like, yes, like I am here for this. Like, give me everything Transformers right now. And they looked amazing. And I'm like, this is what I want. I came in for Spider-Man and I'm leaving with every single Transformers thing that you have right now because it looked amazing. And the books were violent. At the time they were violent as they were, but they would get so much more violent later. But they were great. I ate it up. I was enthralled with those early Dreamwave books. And to find out they were made just down the road, it was great.
All right. And last comment from John Vorts Levengood, leaving a rare YouTube comment instead of sending us a voicemail or sending us an email. So I like how you're switching it up, John. Thanks for keeping us on our toes.
This is ridiculous. I don't accept this, John. We're not even going to read this, John. You got to record this and send it in as a voicemail. This is not. You can't. No, this is ridiculous.
No, we're still. Daryl, he's a Masterpiece Donatron. When the Masterpiece Donatron sends in anything in any medium, you read it, you listen to it, whatever you do it. Sorry.
All right, I feel as though I have been outvoted again. We forget Charles is. This is an old callback, but Charles is 97% voting share on this show. So, this is crazy. I can voice my opinion, but I'm going to get shot down every time.
I mean, it's just like a marriage.
Yeah.
You can voice your opinion, but whether your spouse takes that into consideration when they make the decision, it's out of your hands.
Yeah. Happy Charles, happy podcast.
That's right.
All right. John says, as you guys already surmised, I did pre-order the Robeson Soundwave. I was early enough to get the t-shirt too. I did want to bring up a couple of points. Robeson did mention somewhere that some current cassette bots can fit into Soundwave's chest. I want to say Masterpiece scale, but I'm not sure. Also, Robeson is starting to make a line of small robots. Same idea, movable, programmable, but just smaller. Right now, they are focused on some other characters from the Disney licenses they have. Wall-E is a good example. But I personally can easily see them making and releasing the cassette bots that fit in Soundwave's chest into that line. They may not jump into Soundwave's chest, but if they could transform and move on their own, even if I had to put them in his chest myself, I would be down for that. I could also see someone making a programming movement for Soundwave to do so on his own as well. So that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I think that would be really interesting.
You're telling me that this Soundwave does not go like this and shoot tapes out of his chest? there isn't a mechanism for him to fire stuff out of his chest. Go like this, boop, and pew 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 comes out of the chest. Come on, man. That should be like the first thing they do when they're making like okay, we're gonna make Soundwave, but first things first, can we fire shit out of his chest? Oh well, it's a safety thing. Yeah, but do kids buy $2,000 robots?
Right.
No. Then we can fire shit out of his chest. You're right. Let's do it.
By that logic, they should also be able to fire things out of like the $100 deluxe figures. They cost that much now.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
just set a price point. Just say, okay, you know, the Legends class, okay, we won't have springs and stuff, but above that.
The adage, kids will put their eye out. Kids aren't buying this shit.
Right.
You know that. If an adult does it, it's their own damn fault. It's a Darwin
They'll
Award.
still sue.
Yeah. But he says that with the size of the tapes, he said masterpiece scale, but aren't pretty much all the tapes the same size? Like, didn't they, until just recently, make them where they were all like a masterpiece tape will fit in the G1 Soundwave? And
Maybe I'm not sure about that, but that sounds
pretty sure.
right. So
Mhm.
yeah, that still seems small to get a real like a completely transforming robot that could shrink down into a flat rectangular tape like that. But I mean, maybe. I never thought I'd saw like these real transforming robots like this either. So, you know, anything's possible, I think. All right. Well, that's all for feedback. And that takes us to the end of this episode of Transmissions. So, of course, at the end of every episode, we give a shout out to our masterpiece donatrons. These are the folks who continue to support the podcast at our highest level on Patreon. And that's why they get a mention in every episode. So thank you once again to John Forex Levengood and Steve C. We really appreciate your support. We appreciate the support of all our donatrons. Thank you all for continuing to support us and contribute to the show. If you're not a donatron and would like to become one, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support, and that's where you can sign up. Of course, becoming a donatron gets some perks like getting to watch us record the show live, getting bonus content like our Transformers Live Play RPG podcast, Empire of Rust. And this week, you can get the bonus uncut version of Empire of Rust episode 151, Psalms of the Silent Alarm. And that's available right now for all our donatrons on our Patreon page. So the regular version of this episode will be up next week on December 22nd. But for right now, if you're a donatron, you can get it a week early, you get lots of extra content in the episode. And before everyone else, you get to hear the next part in the story before everyone else who's listening to Empire of Rust. We've also got our Toy Hacks December promo code. So thanks to the folks at Toy Hacks, you can use our code BELLBOTS to get 15% off everything at toyhacks.com. Again, that code is BELLBOTS. That'll work until the end of December. And you can save 15% off every purchase you make at toyhacks.com. And that'll do it for this episode of Transmissions. Thanks again to everyone for watching and listening to us. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
bye.
Later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool Transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our Transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.